Yep, still looking clear. Good, good. Thought I was never going to be able to rob it at one point. To get straight in. Oh, but I closed the door behind us. Can take some time to loot this whole tower. Every floor's laid out the same. A bathroom, single bedroom, and the kitchen dining area. Pick up this food off the floor. Look at that lovely mess outside through the window. Only good zombies are dead zombie. I don't think I want to pick up the shotgun because I'll definitely be weighing too much then. Especially by the time I get to the top floor. Just concentrate on certain things. I suppose I can dump stuff once I start getting heavy. Yeah, that's the first floor done. Head up to the second floor. Whoa! What the hell just happened there? I've just ran behind the stairs of the ground floor and I've now appeared in a magic little cubby hole beneath the stairs on the first floor. And I'm trying my hardest and I can't get back out. There you go, guys. It's a first. There's a magical vortex on the ground floor of the tower block. It looks like I'm going to be completely stuck in here, and I don't think any zombies are going to be able to get us. Unless they somehow manage to walk in the same way I did. Nah, I'm trying everything. Trying to run in every direction, every combination of direction. Damn! It looks like that could be game over for that then. No way. I think I had, after here, I had Tony Marsh's house, and I think 3 more buildings to loot, and that was everything looted. Oh, I'm absolutely gutted. No, no way, man. I can't believe this. I don't want to give up the ghost. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to get out. Let's try and give it a whack. If in doubt, hit it. Doesn't look like that's working neither though, does it? Well, the good news is, I can't get eaten by zombies. The bad news is, I can only live as long as the food I've got in my inventory lasts, and a little bit more. So I might as well skip some time here, because there's not much else I can do, is there? I'm absolutely gutted. This was my best playthrough yet. No! I've never lasted this long, ever. And I do when this happens. Anyway, guys, since this has happened, I think what I'm going to do is, I'm going to let you watch us while I play a couple of select choice clips from the radio show that Binky was on last night. With a bulletproof radio. Anyways, here's a couple of me clips. Me favourites.
People are clamoring for co-op. What are the plans for co-op? You know, obviously you're implementing it, haven't yet, but ultimately, end game. How many people are going to be able to play co-op? You know, what's the scale? How big?
Well, it's one of these. I mean, as with everything that we implement in this game, we implement it in stages. So, like when we do the professions, there'll be a limited number of professions to start with, and then just grow and grow and grow throughout the project. And multiplayer will be the same. We'll start with, you know, a 4 to 8 player maybe co-op, and then see how that goes and expand from there. But I really couldn't give you a time frame on that, because we're so focused on the single player experience at the moment that it's, you know, it's difficult to say what the state of the game will be in 4 months from now, let alone, you know, it's just, yeah, it's very difficult to pin it down. But there will be multiplayer, and it'll start off a small 4 to 8 player sort of multiplayer, and then go from there.
Okay, now
go ahead.
I was going to say, and one of the other questions is, do you ever see this possibly expanding into something like an MMO?
Well, I mean, hypothetically, an MMO set in a a survival RPG MMO in a zombie apocalypse would be an utterly fabulous game. So hypothetically, that would be a great place to end up. But we're talking, so far in the future that, I mean, who knows where the game will be at that point. It's in our heads. It's one of these things that would be really nice, but it would be a bit mad to say for definite at this point that yes, there's definitely going to be some massive MMO thing. There will definitely be multiplayer, but whether we get to that point, we'll just have to see how development goes, how funding goes, how the sales do, and all that kind of thing. There's so many factors.
What about maps? Are we going to have different maps? Or is it going to be the same kind of map, or is it going to be a different experience every time?
Well, the idea we have is that the game world would ultimately get absolutely enormous. So you're not going to be lacking for places to explore and find. And every game that you start, depending on the character that you create and the professions and all these factors, will determine where in that map that you start. So in one playthrough, the chances of you going absolutely everywhere will be quite slim. So the second playthrough, starting somewhere completely differently, will be a different experience. But it's quite important to us that the map is almost like a real place. That there's, that everyone's got the same world to explore, so people can talk about things that they've found and places that they've gone and what's a good safe house and what's a bad safe house. And if you make the map randomized, then you lose all of that communication and chatting, and one person's experience doesn't then translate to someone else's playthrough. So we really wanted it to be a static environment, although that said, where the NPCs are, where the items are, and all those things will be randomized to an extent. So any two playthroughs, even if you started in the same place, will be different.
Now, obviously, if you guys get this to the scale that you'd like, do you envision possibly seeing vehicles where you can drive from city to city? If as the infestation spreads, obviously things are going to break down, and it may be worse in one city than another. Do you maybe see that happening at any point?
Vehicles, definitely at some point, yeah. Because I mean, basically, at the moment, the map is pretty small. If you had a vehicle, it'd be a bit pointless because you'd only be able to drive, 10 seconds down the road.
Excuse me, wait a minute. You could drive 10 seconds down the road running over zombies.
Well, this is true, but when as the map gets bigger, then the usefulness of vehicles increases, and then it becomes worth prioritizing doing all the art and doing the code to handle it and all this kind of thing. So there's a fair bit of work involved in adding vehicles, but it will definitely be happening at some point, and probably at around the point that the map starts to be sizable enough to make it worthwhile.
You're on Bulletproof Radio.
Hiya guys, how you doing? It's Wingod123 from the chat room.
Howdy, howdy.
I've just got a question each for Lemmy, Nick, and Binky, if possible.
Okay.
I would just like to know what each one of them is most excited about adding to the game.
Which one of you are more excited about the game? Is that the question?
No. What each one of them is most excited about adding to the game.
Which one? Okay. Well, Bink, since you're the one on the mic.
Well, for me, probably it is the character customization. That's a huge thing for me because I love it, and pretty much every game that I like has some sort of customization angle to it. So I adore that about games. So that's my big thing.
Do you suffer from Steele's problem of needing to play a female in leather pants in every game?
I don't need leather pants.
Well, I sort of stand by the. If you're going to be staring at someone's bum for 20 hours of gameplay, it may as well be a nice one.
There you go.
There you go.
Well, we'll
at least someone understands my twisted soul.
Well, we'll let the other guys answer in the chat room, but we appreciate your calling. And where are you calling us from?
Northeast England.
Fantastic. Well, thanks so much for listening. We appreciate it.
Not a problem, guys. Thank you.
Cheers. All right, folks, there you go.
Well, there you go, guys. Some of my favourite clips for you. Yes, that was me as the call out on the end clip there. Well, if you've been watching, you'll have seen that I've ate all my food, I've taken all my pills, and I've drank all the drink that I've had on us. You even seen a nice little drunken moodlet coming up, saying I was utterly shit-faced. As you can see though, I'm so hungry and tired, and my health is dropping very fast. There we go, my whole body's just started flashing. I'm about to die any second. There we go. And I lasted a total of 16 days and 4 hours. Oh, and as he passes away there, his last thought was of his wife Kate.